Hello and welcome back to Klonoa or to Phantomile with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So, we will actually get a few things in Forlock Forest and actually meet the chieftess here doing it to her as the granny just sounds wrong. Also, we're introduced to a new enemy here, the Boomy. I guess the only reason I know its name is because of Klonoa 2. Basically, boomies are like bob-ombs in this game. They will detonate after a while, so yeah. And you can carry them, just like bob-ombs. So yeah, that is the main thing here. The other main thing about the second, well, I'm guessing the third portion, given in-game, we have been to Forlock twice, but this is the third level set in Forlock Forest, is that this is where there are quite a few puzzles here. So yeah, and I'm looking for an enemy. Just to get that thing. That just leads back to the lift there, but honestly, yeah, if we head to the left and not go on the gondola, where does that take us? Well, it takes us to the outside of the thing there, and we get a bunch of enemies here. Well, just a bunch of dreamstones. We can't get any further past there because there's a thing in the way. There is also a, you'll note, another checkpoint there. But again, we can't go that way, so yeah. And by the way, the music from this area is stuck in my head as well. Seriously, is there not a piece of music that's from the Klonoa games? Certainly the first two ones that were released on the PS1 and PS2. That isn't in my head. Seriously. Anyway, we get the first key. Now, this mechanism here is actually supposed to be activated by something else, but we cannot do anything at the moment. Seriously, so we're stuck here. Basically. And I actually like the look of this stage in, dare I say, in the Fantasy Reverie version. Yeah, because I remember playing this level on the Wii version. I did not like it. Seriously, how dark it was. It is still pretty dark, but seriously, the lighting effects actually add to the Fantasy Reverie version. Seriously, we're going around a tree. Why am I just reminded of, well, A, the Paper Mario tree, and B, the great tree from the Thousand Year Door, even though that game came out like 5 years, I dare say, after. No, longer than that. No, longer than 5 years. Came out in 2004. This game originally came out in 2007. No, 1997, not 2007. What's wrong with me? So yeah. And unfortunately, I think I messed up my jump there with the moo. Thankfully, Klonoa can make that jump. Over here is another Phantomile in there. And now we're faced with a similar situation to Crash Bandicoots. The only difference is, unlike Crash Bandicoots, A, we're not dealing with fire, and B, Klonoa has a cheat mode. Certainly in this one. Not so in the Wii and PS1 versions, but... And again, I hated playing the Wii version. Seriously. I know when I initially did do that game on my YouTube channel, I did actually like it more than the PS1 version, which I'm ashamed to say now, but yeah, at the time I actually did. Not so now, especially with the Fantasy Reverie version. And the other thing, slippery platforming. I absolutely hate that. It is a major bugbear in the 2D Mario games, and it is certainly a bugbear in this game. Seriously. The fact that they're so narrow is annoying enough, but Klonoa acts like he's walking on oil or something, like with the Crash Bandicoot games. Again, like Crash Bandicoot 3 in the Egyptian levels and everything. So yeah, I think the thing I want to do with Klonoa is make him flap his ears so much that he will stay in place and thus not fall off. Not easy, but it has to be done. Seriously. Okay, then we're back. So, yeah. I've actually made it over here. And this is where one of the major puzzles, I believe, is. So yeah, I hit that checkpoint. I'll grab the flying moo here and make my way over this way. And you can see there is a switch. And yes, I will have to hit it at some point. Not so much yet, but I probably want to use an enemy to do that. Seriously. Because apparently Klonoa cannot grab it normally. So let's go over here and fling this guy. Is there any way to actually do it that way? Okay, that works. And that brings down the bridge there. It also drops down this bit down. So yeah, that leads back to the gondola, of course. So there is another checkpoint here, which I don't know. Should I go for it? I don't know. Now we see another boomy here, which already raises some questions. Will I have to use said boomy here? I may well do. Because, yeah. I'm guessing this egg is going to be a pain in the ass because of how the boomies work. Seriously. He lit up there! And I don't know... I'm gonna say it's my timing, like a lot of my video games I have said about. So there we go, and there we go. There is actually a phantom alien in there. So yes, it's very weird, but there you go. What is Joka talking about there? I don't know. Does he know something that Klonoa does not? Because sounds like it does. Or he does. Anyway, that being said, let's throw it at that. And only one dreamstone. Yawn. Well, there's another phantom alien there, but will I have to... Oh, good, I can jump up easily and get that one. Very good. Okay, so there is another boomy. And an enemy that kind of looks like Kecleon, only it can fly. Maybe a cross between that and Chameleon Arm from the Kirby games, but yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Anyway, that being said, through to the next area, and yeah, another boomy walking around. I think I'll pick it up, and it looks like it's going to immediately explode and lose me some health, only for me to gain a heart, seriously. So yeah, do I have a key for that door? I don't know. I don't think so, because it's not glowing behind Klonoa there. So yeah, so I'm going to put that boomy there and have it explode on that switch, which will open the door. So I think it's on a timer. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, it is on a timer, which means I have to move quickly here. Seriously, so let's see, there's another boomy there. I'll throw it to the left and move quickly to the right before the door closes and everything. And then we have even more of Joka. So this is where the game really gets tough with the puzzles, because Joker's up there and we have to get the key, yes, but there is also a phantom alien here. So this tests our ability to fly with Klonoa. What we have to do is grab one of these flying enemies and then grab the other one and push Klonoa upwards to the ledge, which is not as easy as you think it is. And this is with better controls with the DualShock. Is it DualShock? DualShock 4 controller. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I'm kind of confusing myself with the PS3 here, but yeah. So grab you. It's weird because in Klonoa 2 we actually get an enemy that makes this sort of thing a lot easier, but of course we're not playing Klonoa 2, we're playing the first Klonoa game, Daughter Phantom Isle. Can you actually fly there, Joka? I don't know, but we did get the key there. Very nice. So, that being said, get over here and, well, the key for that, no, the door for the key, sorry, is not here, I'm afraid. So we have to go all the way back. Seriously. Get that boomy out the way, why not? Okay, so more backtracking, yada yada yada. The key actually opens this door down here, and this takes us to yet another puzzle, this time involving 3 switches. And we have to do it in a specific order, and it relates to the sounds they make. Any repetition of the puzzle, the correct solution to this puzzle is actually to go 1, 3, and 2, and that will open the door. Seriously. They each make a different note. Or make a different note sound, if you know what I mean. And doing so will power this mechanism, which will move this object. Seriously. The people of Forlock know how to create machinery, I guess, much longer before, well, after, I guess, Sonic 2, certainly the beta, seriously, when we have Wood Zone and whatnot, so yeah. But that being said, let's head back, which means going all the way back over here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this level for good reason, and I didn't want to activate that thing there without really wanting to do that, so yeah. What's on the right? Did we see what was on the right? Or does that take us to the thing? I'm not sure. But let's see. There we go, and I missed that dream stone. As I say, I'm not going for all 150. Okay, so this just takes us back to the beginning. Though I do like the mechanics though for Forlock, seriously. Easily the best thing about this level. The most annoying thing are the puzzles, but never mind that. We're gonna have to get used to it, especially when we get later in the game. So, that being said, head to the right, and over here is where the mechanism is, with the gears in the background, so yeah. I want to get that annoying thing there. There we go, so I am missing one Phantom Alien, and I don't get that one on screen, I'm afraid. I do get it off screen, which means having to fight the bosses, yeah. I'm not sure if I went over this earlier, but in Klonoa 1, in the second vision of each vision stage of each thing, you fight the boss. That is not the case in Klonoa 2, of course, where you can actually save between the end of a level and a boss, so yeah. And this level took me long enough, I think I will just end it. Okay, I did get all the Phantom Aliens! Never mind! I think I will end this level when I finish it, depending on how this level goes, because there is a lot, and I do mean a lot of story when we meet the chieftess here in Forlock Forest. Seriously. So that being said, let's get up here and be careful of these rolling blocks. Seems someone likes the homage to Donkey Kong. Seriously. We can't blame King Seedorf here, unlike with in Jugpot, of course, so yeah. But never mind, up we go and keep flapping there, Klonoa. Seriously, and things just bounce off. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but never mind. There doesn't seem to be anything else. But we do see the things falling down, and apparently this will take us upwards. Something weird is going on here. Gelg Bomb is an annoying boss, or Gelg Bomb. Basically, with this guy, you have to hit it in a certain way with the moves. So yes, and that is why those, dare I say, those springs are there. So basically, we have to wait till Gelg Bomb heads to one side and hit it right in the middle with the moves. Seriously, it is not easy to hit it at all because of its shell. So yeah. At some points you think you might have hit it in my case, but no, there is a loud clang and that means you've missed it. So yeah, another thing it will do eventually is move faster, so it makes it even harder to hit. So yeah, that's a thing. As for its attacks, let's see. It pulls the rolling spike ball shit that we saw earlier with I don't even say it, with King Seedorf, and also here it will try and ground pound, which honestly, that's borrowing from the Koopalings, man. Seriously, that's a move from the Koopalings in Super Mario Bros. 3. Anyway, that being said, yeah, like with the Koopalings, you can just jump out of the way of that, even using the moves to propel Klonoa upwards to avoid the ground pound. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, very hard to hit this guy. So yeah, in some cases, when he does the ground pound, you give him very little room for maneuver and everything, seriously. So I probably don't want him to go anywhere close to where Klonoa is. Okay, so what's he gonna do now? Is he gonna jump? Yes, he is. So I want him to land near one of these springs here. You can use Drop Shadow, so it's not too hard. Again, I can afford a few Hanyas, don't worry. It's not like with the Wii version. With easy mode, I can only take half damage, so that's a godsend here, given how hard some of the later bosses, including this one, is. Seriously, the difficulty curve for the bosses does get a lot harder with these ones. And this is only going by the Wii version because, as I say, I only got to King Seedorf on the PS1 version. So that being said, let's head over here. But anyway, that being said, wait until he ground pounds again, and then kaboom. Okay, so now he's glowing rather bright red there. So I'm guessing he's invincible for that period. Or he's moving faster, that is certain. I already said that he would. And then what? So yeah, okay, you can still damage him, he's not invincible. But there you go. He's gonna do his, rolling spike ball. This time it's even bigger than before, so I will need the Moo here. Seriously, there is no way I could avoid it without using the Moo to propel Klonoa upwards. And then he just starts moving like a crab again. Seriously, but at least we're close to the end with this boss. So yeah, there we go. He's defeated.
Papa, paruhu? Let's go!